So let us start with something new, that is particle physics, and we call it as elementary particles. Okay, so what is, like, on what entity our surrounding stands? First, scientists or say physicists were very keen to know the matter with which our universe is created or say stands, is made up of. So the materialistic world. So first we discovered atoms, then we further discovered neutrons, protons, electrons, which makes up an atom. And now furthermore we discovered that the fundamental particles, which we say fundamental particles, we usually considered electron, proton and neutrons. But electron is only the fundamental particle, but protons and neutrons are made up of quark. Now you will say, what led to the discovery of quark? So quark are tiny particles which makes up proton and neutrons. So electrons are the only fundamental particles, whereas proton and neutrons are made up of quarks, which are held together by gluons. Done. Now we will read classification of elementary particles. On what basis we will classify them? So we will draw a chart. We will classify them on the basis of spin, then based on mass, and last but not the least, and the most important, based on interaction. So based on spin, further we will divide it as, it may be half integral or integral multiple. Then based on mass, we will furthermore divide it also with light mass, means light weighted, intermediate and as high. And based on interaction, which I said is the most important, we will divide it on the basis of interaction as, it will have 4. So strong interaction, I am not writing the interaction word, it will be same. Then gravitational interaction, then nuclear interaction, that is nuclear interaction, and lastly weak interaction. Okay, so these are the 4 fundamental weak interaction. So we will have it wholly like this: classification of elementary particles, it will be based on spin, based on mass, and based on interaction. This is the most important for the study of elementary particles. Based on spin, we can have half integral spin and integral spin. Based on mass, we can have light, intermediate, and high. Based on interaction, we can have strong interaction, gravitational interaction, nuclear interaction, and weak interaction. These four are the fundamental interaction of nature. Four fundamental interaction of nature. So let us start with based on spin. So we said half integral or integral spin it can have. So for half integral and integral, we will denote the spin with S. It can have half value 3 half, 5 by 2, 7 by 2, and the half integrals. And for this we can have 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so on. So what particle name means what kind of particles will fall under spin half and what particles will have spin integral spin. So spin half particles are basically called as fermions and integral spin particles are called as bosons. So now fermions are furthermore divided in leptons and baryons. Okay, so we will discuss. And bosons are of photons, graviton, and mesons. Now we will discuss all of the above. But before that, let us discuss the particles based on mass. Previously we said light, intermediate, and heavy. So light, intermediate, and heavy. So we will have energy of light with range 0 to 134 mega electron volt, and for intermediate we will have mass greater than 134 to 939 mega electron volt, and for heavy we will have mass greater than 939 mega electron volt. So mass, we define it as an energy term. Now based on interaction. So we will divide it in two parts, one as leptons and other as hadrons. These are basically two group of particles. Here they don't follow strong interaction but follow electromagnetic and weak interaction. But in case of hadrons, they follow all of strong electromagnetic as well as weak interaction. So we classified all of the particles on the basis of their interaction, spin, and mass. Now let us study the particles. But before that, let us know the type of interaction and the theory they follow. So we have type of interaction, 4 types of interaction, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So first, strong interaction. They follow quantum chromodynamics. Then electromagnetic interaction, they follow quantum electrodynamics. Then weak interaction, they also follow quantum, means they follow quantum flavor dynamics. And last but not the least, gravitational interaction, they follow quantum gravity. So we must have knowledge of the type of theory which our interactions follow. As I said, the interaction is the most important topic of elementary particles. So we will get to know that strong interaction follows the theory quantum chromodynamics, electromagnetic interaction follows quantum electrodynamics, weak interaction follow quantum flavor dynamics, and gravitational interaction follows quantum gravity. So we will first study one important factor, that in atomic scale the transition energy is of the order of electron volt. For nuclear, the transition energy is of the order of mega electron volt, and for particle, that is further divided, the transition energy is of the order of giga electron volt. So atomic scale it is electron volt, for nuclear range it will be mega electron volt, and for particle range it will be giga electron volt. So the energy, transition energy, increases considerably. So as we know, neutron are having zero charge, that is chargeless. So it must have zero magnetic moment, but practically neutron don't have zero magnetic moment, but it has a certain amount of magnetic moment, that is 1.9. This only suggests us that neutrons are made up of charge, means further charged particles, which balances out, and so the introduction of quark, which are in terms charged particles. Done. This gives us clear understanding of the introduction of quark, because if some particle is chargeless, then it must have zero dipole moment or say magnetic moment, but neutron does not have zero magnetic moment, it has a magnetic moment of 1.9, which itself suggests that it is for the made up of charged particles, and that charged particles are known as quarks. Now I will say more 2 points which we must have a knowledge of, that quantum mechanics, that is bosons, fermions, the particles on which quantum mechanics stands, they are microscopic range. But for Newtonian mechanics, that is macroscopic, that is the size of the particles vary. Next, we must know another one point, that is Galilean transformation, that is Newtonian, and Lorentz transformation, that is relativistic. So for both the cases we will understand by looking at the factor velocity. Velocity will suggest us that which transformation to use. That if the velocity is comparable to the speed of the light, then we will use relativistic transformation, and if it is not comparable to the speed of the light, then it is Newtonian transformation. So this is an important point for us to know. One more important point, that is for electromagnetic interaction and gravitational interaction, the forces used are long range forces, and for strong interaction and weak interaction, the force are short range force. That is, for electromagnetic and gravitational interaction, the range of the force is very long, like infinity, and for strong interaction the range of the force is of the order of 10 to the power minus 15, and for weak interaction it is of the order of 10 to the power minus 18. So it is short range force. This also we must know. And now we will discuss the strength of the interactions. So let us first try strong, electromagnetic, weak interaction and gravitational interaction. Strength is of the order of 1 here, and here 10 to the power minus 2, then here 10 to the power minus 5, and for this we have 10 to the power minus 39. Now let us discuss the unit system used in over here, that is natural unit system. How we calculate the dimension, as in with mass, length and time as fundamentals. So here we will have we will consider as h cross is equal to 1 and velocity is equal to 1. As we know, h cross is energy into time, so energy unit we know as mc square, that is m L square t to the power minus 2 into time, that is into t. So we will have m L square t to the power minus 1 is equal to 1, which implies, so let us give it as equation 1, and from for c is equal to 1, we know c is the speed of the light, that is speed, that will give us m speed of the light is equal to meter per second, that is L t to the power minus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore we will have L is equal to t. This let us give as equation 2. So with equation 1 and 2 we will have m L square L to the power minus 1 is equal to 1, which implies m L is equal to 1, which implies m is equal to L inverse. So we have 3 points, that is L is equal to t, and 2 points, L is equal to t and m is equal to L inverse. So from here we can conclude, or M inverse is equal to L. Therefore M inverse is equal to L is equal to T. This is our natural unit system which we will study here. So now let us consider an example that if we are given as force is in terms of h cross to the power alpha, c to the power beta and m square. So find out the value of alpha and beta. How we will find out that? So we know force is written in terms of dimension, that m l t to the power minus 2, which we will write as m square, this m square over here, then h to the power alpha, that is m l square t to the power minus 1 to the power alpha, and c to the power beta, that is l t to the power minus 1 to the power beta. So it will be reduced to m 2 plus alpha l 2 alpha plus beta t minus alpha minus beta, and here we will write it as m l t to the power minus 2. So comparing the coefficients of m, we will get 2 plus alpha is equal to 1, which implies alpha is equal to minus 1, and for comparing the coefficient of t, we will get minus 2 is equal to minus alpha minus beta, which implies 2 is equal to alpha plus beta, and putting the value of alpha over here, we will have 2 is equal to minus 1 plus beta, which gives beta is equal to 3. So we will have h to the power minus 1 and c cube. So alpha and beta value we can calculate. With natural unit system, this is the point that we can calculate other unknown terms, or say power, of any given questions. That's all for today. Thank you. Next day we will discuss the particles which we said today, classify them, and we will discuss the particles as in hadrons, leptons, mesons and others. Thank you.